Hello, and welcome to our School of Human Evolution and Social Change Study Abroad info session for our Summer 2018 programs. To give you an overview, I'm first going to introduce our school and talk to you a bit about the benefits of a faculty-directed program, and then I'll review our specific SHESC faculty-directed programs as well as our field school, and we'll end by talking to you about some information from the Study Abroad office regarding the application process and how to apply financial aid to study abroad. So before we get started, if you're not familiar with the School of Human Evolution and Social Change, our focus is on exploring the untold chapters of the human story. And we do this using the intersections of the fields such as anthropology, global health, and environmental sciences, among others. And we're also interested in preserving and transferring knowledge about the human story to individuals who want to change our world for the better. So the human story is a common theme that unites our study abroad programs, and I hope that you'll consider joining us on one of these journeys to learn about others, and in the process learn more about ourselves. So first I just want to let you know briefly what a faculty-directed program entails and what are some of the benefits. With a faculty-led program, you'll take classes with ASU faculty that count for credit towards your degree and are in the format of a structured, pre-planned program. Now these programs are designed to enable you to gain global competencies. We want our students to come away thinking of themselves as global citizens, to be more connected to peoples all around the world. This type of program also allows you to build a strong connection with an ASU faculty member. As we spend several weeks working closely with students on the program, we get to know you very well, and this can be useful to you as you later seek mentorship for your degree, or possibly recommendations as you move on to your career and more advanced studies. And finally, another benefit is the support that is available to us from ASU. The College of Liberal Arts and Sciences sponsors each program, and we count on ASU support as we need it while we're abroad. So our current faculty-directed programs in SHESC are for the summer 2018 term. We have 7 program options available in Australia, England, France, New Zealand, Peru, South Africa, and Spain. So just to review each of these briefly for you, in Australia, we have the Human Dimensions of Sustainability and Health program, which is directed by Professor Katie Hind. This is a 27-day program that runs from May 12th to June 9th, and you earn 6 credits. You'll be studying how colonization, over 200 years of colonization in this area, along with more recent processes of urbanization and globalization, have brought really massive environmental, social, and political changes to the continent of Australia, with critical implications for its future sustainability. And this is a traveling program that visits the cities of Brisbane, Cairns, Alice Springs, Uluru, and Sydney, as well as other smaller cities located near some of these larger cities. And you'll stay in a variety of accommodation types, including dorms, hotels, cabins, hostels, as well as farm homestays. And this is really an exciting program. Just some selected activity highlights include snorkeling the Great Barrier Reef, river kayaking, intertidal zone canoeing, rainforest hiking. There's a survey of a mangrove forest. You get to visit an Australian animal sanctuary, an agricultural farm stay, as I mentioned, and there's a lesson on traditional survival in harsh environments. You get to pet kangaroos and maybe even hold a koala bear, I'm told. So it's really just like a bucket list trip. You also learn about Australian health systems, as well as Aboriginal Australian culture and concepts of health, health disparities among colonial, immigrant, and indigenous populations, as well as remote emergency healthcare delivery, water systems management and water parasitology, Great Barrier Reef ecology, and the implementation of sustainable water practices, among other topics. In London, we have a bioarchaeology focused program called Plague Pits and Body Snatchers, History of Health and Disease in a Global City, which is led by Professors Kelly Knudsen and Chris Stojanowski. This program takes place during June 8th to June 30th. Again, it's 6 credits. The program here is based in central London, with day trips planned to Stonehenge, Oxford, Greenwich, and Down House, which is Charles Darwin's house. Students will live in shared apartments in central London, in an area that is a short walk to sites like the British Museum and Soho. And the focus of this program is really using global health and bioarchaeology to understand how people lived and died in the past. And you spend as much time as possible exploring London and the surrounding areas. The planned trips and activities include a hands-on bioarchaeology workshop at the Museum of London, a behind-the-scenes tour of the British Museum, which includes the Egyptian mummy research and storage areas, walking tours such as a Jack the Ripper tour and a tour of Soho that focuses on cholera and the famous Broad Street pump. There are also guided tours of the Tower of London, Hampton Court Palace, and trips to Stonehenge, Highgate Cemetery, Greenwich, and Old Crossness Pumping Station. And you get to have high tea while you're at the British Museum. In France, we have a food and culture program called From Rural Farm to Urban Table, Food, Culture, and Health in the City of Lights. And this is led by Professors Megan Jean and Jonathan Maupin during the month of July 1st to the 23rd. This is also 6 credits. And you'll be staying in dorms in central Paris and take excursions to Reims and Normandy and Versailles. France, of course, is known for its unique culture of food, which is unparalleled in any other region in the world. And this program focuses on the intersections of food, culture, and health, looking specifically at the origins of French diet and cuisine, as well as rural and urban food systems and dietary globalization. The program in France features walking tours, as well as museum visits, day trips to Normandy, Versailles, and Reims, as I mentioned. You get to visit one of the oldest champagne houses in the world. You take a French cooking class. And of course, there is lots of eating involved as you discuss and discover the complicated relationship between humans and food in the city that really has been the icon of food culture for centuries. In New Zealand, we have the Adventures in Culture, Health, Sustainability, and Environment program, which is led by Dr. David Feary during May 12th to June 4th. It's 23 days long, 6 credits available. And the focus of this program is health and the environment from a social and cultural and ecological perspective. This is another traveling program which visits 3 cities on 2 different islands. First, Christchurch, the largest city on the South Island, which has a very British feel, as well as Wellington, New Zealand's capital, which is located on the North Island and is a hub of cultural and artistic wealth and home to the film industry. And finally, Auckland, the largest city in the country, also on the North Island, which has a sunny climate and a large Polynesian influence. And during this program, you'll stay at a variety of hostels, hotels, and lodges, as well as a 2 to 3 night farm stay. The New Zealand program travels from the south to the north of the country. Features include Maori and Pacific Island healing workshops, farm stays, there's kayaking, vineyard tours, dolphin swims, geothermal exploring, and museum visits. There's also a small research component that's built in most years. I know this year they're focusing on water sharing and disaster planning and response. And all coursework is experiential and gets you out and about as much as possible here. The schedule is designed also to support any additional optional adventures that you want to take on your free days. Then in Peru, the program that I'm leading, Dr. Sarah Marsteller, is Peruvian food and culture from the Incas to world-class haute cuisine. And we're going to be examining Peru's rich history as well as the modern food scene in order to understand the various ways in which food and culture intersect and shape health and social experiences. This program is a bit shorter, running 17 days from May 21st to June 5th. It's also 6 credits. We'll be spending the first week on the coast in Lima, which has been dubbed the culinary capital of Latin America. And there we'll learn about the fundamentals of Peruvian cuisine, including the prehistoric and historic origins of certain food types and dishes and dietary customs. And then for the second part of the program, we'll travel to Cusco, where we'll spend around 10 days in the mountains so that we can compare food production practices and cuisine from the coastal Lima area with these high altitude Andean mountain environments, as well as the cloud forest environment of the surrounding Machu Picchu. And we'll also spend one night at Machu Picchu. We'll be staying in fairly nice hotels in all of these places, and we'll take day trips to more rural areas. And on the Peru program, some of the highlights include visits to archaeological museums and sites, as I mentioned, Machu Picchu. We'll also be visiting Pachacamac and some other famous sites, including Morai, which is really neat, where the Incas conducted agricultural experiments at incremental altitudes. We'll get to see animals and plants that have been domesticated in Peru. We'll tour multiple types of food markets. We'll take cooking classes featuring classic Peruvian dishes. And we have a lot of group meals that are incorporated into the program. These will take place at different restaurant settings so that you'll get a good feel for the different ethnic groups and social classes that are involved in Peruvian cuisine. And we'll also be taking day trips outside of the cities to visit agricultural fields, villages, a community-run salt mine. And we'll compare cuisines and food practices in Peru and the US, as well as critically examine environmental and social influences on diet and food security, including impacts such as climate change and intersecting economies that result from globalization. Then in South Africa, we have a program on ecology, evolution, and the peoples of South Africa, which is directed by our school's director, Kay Reed, in collaboration with professors David Feary and Gary Schwartz during July 2nd to July 24th, 23 days. Again, we're 6 credits. And on this program, you'll get to see fossils of human ancestors. You'll experience numerous different habitats and encounter various different cultures all across South Africa. This program includes stays in Cape Town, one of the most beautiful cities in the world, as well as the city of Johannesburg. And it also includes visits to 5 different national parks and game reserves, including one where you'll be participating in a research project. The accommodations on this trip include hostels, hotels, chalets, and cabins. And as part of the South Africa program, you'll get to visit the Cradle of Humankind World Heritage Site, that is the world's richest fossil hominin site. You'll also be visiting the West Coast Fossil Park, which is renowned for its fossil fauna, including bears and saber-toothed cats, short-necked giraffes that lived in the area 5 million years ago. Other tours include Robben Island, where Nelson Mandela was held prisoner, as well as the Maropeng and Aziko museums. You'll also visit Top of Table Mountain, which offers a breathtaking view of the city of Cape Town. And you'll get to drive and hike in 5 different national parks, like I said, including Kruger National Park, which is one of the world's top destinations for biodiversity. And this is the place where you'll participate in fieldwork on the Hominins and Habitats Research Project. And finally, we have a new exciting program in Spain called Immigrants, Indígenas, and Imperialists, which is directed by Professor Michael Barton during May 27th to June 16th, so 22 days, also worth 6 credits. And this program explores issues of immigration and colonialism facing the modern world through the vibrant, dynamic history of Spain. You'll stay in 5 different cities: Burgos, Girona, Valencia, Toledo, and Madrid. And you'll use a variety of accommodations, including hotels, hostels, and/or dormitories. And some meals will be included in this program as well. In Spain, You'll be visiting numerous UNESCO World Heritage Sites of Spanish prehistory and history, including the stunning Burgos Gothic Cathedral and medieval architecture, the Museum of Human Evolution, and the site of Atapuerca, where the earliest human inhabitants of Europe were discovered. Other cities you'll tour, such as Girona and Valencia and Toledo, are rich in remnants of medieval and Roman history and other historical architecture. And they're also combined with areas that are very ultra-modern. You'll also visit beautiful nature reserves in the Mediterranean, such as the Albufera Wildlife Preserve. And you'll be enjoying renowned cuisine and culture. You'll visit archaeological sites of Europe's first people and ancient cave art, and walk ancient city streets trod by Roman, Moorish, and medieval people. We also have an archaeology and bioarchaeology field school that is world-renowned for its quality and run by Professor Jane Beikstra in Campsville, Illinois. If you don't know Professor Beikstra, she is a phenomenal teacher and scientist. She's one of the founders of the field of bioarchaeology, and to be able to work with her is an incredible privilege. This Campsville program runs from June 10th to July 21st, and you earn 9 credits in either the bioarchaeology and osteology track, or there's a field archaeology and geophysical testing track. I want to emphasize to you, so please don't hesitate to reach out to any of the faculty if you're interested in any of these programs or if you have any questions about them. You can find the links to faculty contact information on our study abroad webpage, shesc.asu.edu/abroad. And I just want to emphasize that we're all really excited about these programs and we can't wait to talk to students about them. So please don't hesitate to contact us with any questions, or if you just want to let us know you're interested and maybe get on an email list. Now, before wrapping up, I just want to quickly go over the application process and ways to fund your study abroad trip. To apply to a program, you'll want to go to the Study Abroad Office website at mystudyabroad.asu.edu, and from the home page, you'll click the blue Search and Apply for a Program box, as you see here. Then once you're in the search function, which looks like this, you can use any of the fields such as program name, country, or there's a map search feature. And then from there, you can click Apply Now at the top right of the page in the program that you're interested in. And then once you're in the application, you'll find instructions, resources, and tasks to complete. Note that application requirements are different for each program, so just be sure to make sure that you complete all the tasks that are listed. And then students often express to us concerns about being able to afford study abroad, so we want to let you know about the many options that are available to you for funding. The Study Abroad Office actually has a number of resources to help you fund your study abroad program. To find more information about these funding options, you can go to the website, again, mystudyabroad.asu.edu, and on the homepage, click the maroon Explore Your Funding Options box. So there are many ways to fund your study abroad experience. So here are a few steps. You want to consider attending a Financing Your Study Abroad workshop that's offered by the Study Abroad Office. Just consider your financial aid options that are available to you. You want to search and apply for scholarships and grants. You can be sure to exhaust your options by exploring additional funding resources, including community-based funding. And then finally, view the Study Abroad Office Financing Your Study Abroad Program Handbook for more information. So note that the Study Abroad Office hosts a number of Financing Your Study Abroad workshop sessions. These are held both in person and online, so you can receive the information even if you can't join us on the Tempe campus. And then most financial aid can and will actually apply towards study abroad. So here are a few notes. You must be enrolled in 6 credits in order for your financial aid to apply towards study abroad. Luckily for you, each of the SHESC study abroad programs that I just went over does fulfill this requirement. Be sure that you apply for FAFSA even if you don't think you qualify. There are no extra steps to the FAFSA application in order to have it apply to study abroad, and you don't even have to state that you are planning to study abroad. You just complete it as usual. Also, be sure to meet with a financial aid counselor in the FASS office. They'll be able to discuss your options with you. And then finally, the study abroad office has an automated system set up in which you'll be notified about your financial aid package in relation to your study abroad program. So approximately 1 to 2 weeks after starting an application, not even completing it, just starting it, you'll receive an email from FASS with financial information that's designed to help you plan and make your decision to study abroad. This will be relevant to each application that you start, so if you want to receive this for multiple different programs, just start multiple different applications. And then as regarding scholarships and grants, there are a number of these that are available for study abroad, including the Gilman Scholarship, which is open to Pell Grant recipients. There's also the Study Abroad Office offers a travel grant and a diversity scholarship. There are also departmental scholarships, and also consider university scholarships, local scholarships, as well as national scholarships. And then here you can see the scholarship searchable database, which is available again on the Study Abroad Office website, mystudyabroad.asu.edu. And you can use the different filters here to limit your search results to match your particular status and study abroad program that you're interested in. And finally, please don't hesitate to reach out to the Study Abroad Office with any questions. They're great folks, and they'd love to help you achieve your dreams of studying abroad. Thank you.